up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Oh, is it on? Baby. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We're down here to talk about some trending topics. It's Friday, and let's see what we got to talk about. First thing on the menu, child. We saw Nene down to the real. You know, I don't know why she couldn't come down there. She was via satellite, honey. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by, okay? Because we down here. We down here. We relaxing. I have my tea right here. I'm waiting until it cools down. Just a little dandelion tea. You know what I'm saying? A little detox, liver detox, little joint, you know. Nene. I don't even know what to say. It's like, girl. So y'all saw it already. She was on the real, and I don't know why. First, okay, I have so many thoughts because it's part of the viewership. This idea, like I think I don't know if it's indicative of how we are in our relationships, where we want old people to come back into our frequencies. I don't understand what that is about. I don't get it. I don't know why it's like constantly recycling, and I don't understand it. I don't know if it's because we're creatures of habit and we're just used to things being, you know, the same. I don't know if it's like, you know, we want to go back to, I don't know what it is, but this energy about bringing people back to a show, not even like let's bring Lisa Wu back, right? Like she ain't been on here for a long time, some shit like that. But like Nene Leakes, we know is a reality TV icon. And I'm just going to, what Claudia said the other day after she was completely ungrateful about the gesture that was made to her from her former castmates. There's a reason why Nene is not on television. There's a reason that a reality star icon is not on television right now. And I asked yesterday, why are there no production companies have anything for Nene? Nobody has a show for Nene. Nobody has any show ideas for Nene. Nobody has anything they want to produce for the reality TV icon who is Nene Leakes. Like nobody. Nene, one of her character traits, and it may not be a flaw because she keeps demonstrating this character trait where she is just in conflict, ungrateful, and it's just like she was on the real. Lonnie asked her would she come back. We would have to sit down with who? The man you called a racist cokehead? Like this, it's like literally like, girl, are you serious? And then why does she need to come back anywhere? And why would she even be open to that? Girl, you told us to boycott. Now all of a sudden, because you running out of money or whatever the hell's going on in your life, we got to be like, okay, so what do we need to do? We need to ask the cable company to put Bravo back on our TV. I mean, nobody stopped watching. Okay, it's the lack of influence for me. But girl, are you serious? I wouldn't even expect, if I left a job and lit a match and went like this and let the damn do like, what's her name? Bernie, and let all the shit burn up. It's trash. It is trash. That's what she did. And you let the whole thing blow up behind you and you walking away, but now all of a sudden you want to go back and start picking through the rubble, talking about me and Andy can sit down. And then she goes, I helped him pay for his son's birthday party. Where did that even come in? I would have been, if I was Andy, I would have been like, see, that's why you don't even have to mention no stuff like that. I just don't understand why you think that it would be any opportunity for you. Like, I don't think anyone in their right mind, maybe she's still grieving. Maybe that's why she feels like she could actually sit down with the person she called a racist cokehead and then told everybody to boycott the show because you didn't get what you wanted. Yes, bring Nene back. We need Nene. No, we don't need Nene. Nene hasn't changed. Nene showed us the other day when she got on whatever airwaves and let everybody know that she was ungrateful about the gesture that her former castmates extended to her concerning the death of Greg. And you were still ungrateful. And now you want to come back and do what? I want to read some of y'all comments because yesterday I asked, why in the hell isn't Nene on any other television show? Why isn't any production companies asking Nene, let's get a show. Let's get a show talking about, life after, being a widow or whatever you want to do. But no one's knocking on your door. Nobody. This is from Carlo Harris. My observation. Nothing compares to a Bravo check, and other production companies aren't shelving out anything close to that. Nene only works in conflict and is not interesting enough to carry a show on her own. She is most likely blacklisted. Someone else said, this is from Saggy Baby, the mistress who escaped Tom's crash car. Girl. Y'all so stupid. Because Nene only works in conflict. That persona of hers she created isn't elastic enough to carry her in any setting. E! News, for example, is not about to have racism allegations hurled at them as soon as they call Nene out for being late. Someone says, because as entertaining as she is, no one is willingly hiring proven liabilities. Someone said, because they don't like her. Someone said, I know we're all here for Nene slander, but if Trashbox got 7 seasons of her own spinoff, then Nene definitely deserved one too. Now, because of how she departed, it's obvious Bravo wouldn't give her one, but I feel like if she retired earlier, she definitely would have gotten a spinoff. Yeah, this is from I Want Not to Want. Someone else says, I heard Bravo has a non-compete clause in their contract for 3 years. Here's Sky Santana. She said, Nene done burned all her bridges, and she just simply isn't likable. The only thing keeping her name alive is her memes, social media. She has no real leverage because even with another season of RHOA, it'll be a matter of time before we stop feeling sympathy for her and get sick of her again. Somebody said, speak for yourself. Nene was the best housewife ever, and the ratings for RHOA say they need her back. She called Andy a cokehead and stated Bravo is racist. Nobody's going to want to work with her, at least at Bravo. Under NBC, child, Universal, and you saying people are racist? And then, like, you're really sitting up there like, we could sit down and talk. No, we can't. I know Andy was yelling at the TV. No, we can't. But somebody said, why don't Carlos King get her something? Y'all love Nene. So good, honey. So good. She had a falling out with the one that does Wendy's show. Wendy's husband was probably behind it. Also, Nene does not speak well. Somebody else said there are thousands of Nenes out there. We see it every day on social media and YouTube series. Hell, Zeus Network has produced many a Nene, Natalie, and Jocelyn with their content. Her character is oversaturated and redundant, and the viewers want progression, and she doesn't give it. That's the part right there. You haven't grown. You haven't even grown to the point where you could just say, you know what? I am so thankful. They sent a bouquet of flowers over there. Cynthia showed up about a week later, girl. She said she was in LA with Mike, probably with Mike, honey. But yeah, they sent me some flowers and stuff. They show me love. Yeah, that's my, those are my girls. We dysfunctional at times, but those are my girls, and they looked out for me, and they were here to support me. No, it was like, oh, girl, she only spent $200. It was like that $200. Y'all rich down there. Y'all each could have sent me a bouquet. They would have been better off going to Graves' burial site and laying flowers on his grave than to send you a damn bouquet of flowers with your ungrateful ass. You got a whole fucking lot of nerve. And you know, I love Nene. I love Nene. I love what she's done. She has made her imprint in pop culture. But bitch, no, we're not playing these games with you. And then she's still on that shit where you ask her a question and it's all these riddles and she never wants to completely answer a question. It's like, oh, well, we'll see. And girl, and no. I'm not with that. So the other person that I wanted to talk about, y'all, what do y'all think about Nene thinking that I don't even know, like we can have this conversation. First of all, the first part that I don't understand is number one is wanting someone to come back to something. We are growing as a collective. Our consciousness tells us you do not go back to things that weren't healthy for you. Why do you want Nene to come back? Why do you want so and so to come back? And y'all always want these people to come back so they can have conflict with someone. Not because you think you want to see their story. It's always because you want them to be in conflict with somebody. And I'm like, I guess it's entertainment. So it's like in the realm of entertainment, we want what we're not. I don't know. I have no idea. But that part of how we are on about television shows and especially reality shows, bring Phaedra back. No, literally Phaedra and Portia were saying that Kandi was fucking Bill Cosby. And y'all want her to come back. That's a bitch y'all want around. Like, that's a bitch you want around. And for what? So she could be in conflict with Kenya. And she could be in conflict with Kandi. The way Kandi moves, baby, she'll be hugging Phaedra and eating across from her. The way she moves, she was up in Portia's face. Child, please. Girl, I don't know. It's the toxicity for me. Yeah, here she go. Nene, you can't come back. No, I'm done with that story. I'm done with that story. I'm done with that story. I have so many things here. Shout out to Amara La Negra. She reveals that she is pregnant and having twins. She also shot a cover shoot for People in Espanol, and it looked really nice. This is from OMFG Reality TV. Shout out to Joey. The picture that she took with her mom was really nice. We know that on Love and Hip Hop Miami, she revealed that she had a miscarriage. And they always say after you have a miscarriage, it's very easy to get pregnant and pregnant with twins. That's what they say on the streets, honey. So now she has a set of twins. I don't know if she's married or not. I don't know if that's the path that she intended on taking, but it is what it is. So shout out to her and her set of twins. And I thought to myself, this is going to be a perfect opportunity because Amara La Negra has a great personality that you might want to have a show around that with her mom, twins, with her mother too, and now her dad is in the picture too. She could have her own show, literally have her own show, and they can put it on a Spanish network. Amara La Negra, I hope you're doing that. I hope you're doing that. I hope you're doing something. There's so many stories. There's so many stories. Oh, Joe Budden, honey. Let me talk about Joe Budden real quick. Joe Budden came out yesterday talking about he likes boys and girls and how does he get the word out. But when you listen to the full clip, he's basically saying, I would like to use the cover of the LGBTQ community to protect me. So I'm going to say that I'm bisexual. And it's like he's making a joke. And he's making a joke because everybody feels like the black man is under attack, even though he's actually the terrorist of the communities. However, black men feel like they can't say anything. Basically, they can't be homophobic. And they want to be able to be homophobic and transphobic and without any repercussions or any consequences for their actions. None of that. So if I say, forgetting that there are black LGBTQ folks, and that's the problem, and you are so imprinted with homophobia that you really want to make a joke about being covered by the LGBTQ. I'm just going to say I'm bisexual so that I can do what I want to because there seems to be protection from the LGBTQ community. Forgetting that that within the LGBTQ community, white men and women are fucking racist. And they still don't like you niggas. They don't like black LGBTQ. So it's like, what do you think? Who do you think you're going to be protected by? Who do you think you're going to be protected by? So sit in your homophobia and your transphobia and your biphobia and whatever other phobias you have going on in your little brain of yours over there. But I think it's weak that he did that. I think it's whack that he did that. And he's trying to be funny. And it's not funny to play with people's identity because you think that shit is funny. Right? So that's just like someone coming out and saying, hey, Rachel Dolezal, I'm black. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say about black people. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I should have protection from the black community because I want to be able to say things and be protected. Y'all say it's different. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think Joe Budden is whack for what he did. And I think and even if he was bisexual, he still hates women. That's another thing. That's the other thing that I have an issue with the Kevin Samuels thing. Y'all want him, like, it's like, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. Y'all don't know that there are gay men who don't like women? And it's not that because they're gay, they just don't like women, right? Because there are straight men who don't like women, who will stick their dicks in you whenever you give them an opportunity to, and they still don't like women. So whether he's bisexual or not, he still drags people downstairs. He still slaps people around. He still abuses women. He's still a misogynistic pig. So y'all think that shit is funny? I don't think it's funny at all. I think it's very irresponsible, and I feel like you are taking it as a joke. Like it's a joke. Oh, I'm glad everybody found out. Kaylin comes out and says, I knew it. Glad he's living in his truth. And then Tahiri, I guess, I never experienced that with him. If he was bisexual, you wouldn't experience that with him. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? How, unless y'all was having sex with men, threesomes with men? Well, I've never experienced that. Tahiri, you stupid. And then everybody has to come out and act like they need to clarify what he said. Yes, and the best video that I saw in response to this is Armand Wiggins. He broke it down. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. And he said everything that needed to be said to Joe Budden and everybody who thinks like him. And as a black gay man, he's the perfect person to have that conversation. And I feel like he said everything that needed to be said. Because the fact of the matter is, black people exist within the LGBTQ community. And when LGBTQ folk act the way that they do with all their racism and all their fetishization of black men, particularly, they're still racist. So what cover do you think you're going to have if you identify as bisexual? Fucking idiot. Stupid. They're so stupid. So stupid. I was like, Joe, you are too smart. You are too smart. And y'all think this is funny. And y'all think that racism isn't ingrained in literally every aspect of this society. I don't think that there's no place where you can go where there isn't racism somewhere. Somebody practicing it, somebody exercising it, somebody demonstrating. I don't care from the time somebody is born to the time that they die. It can be everywhere, in the school system, in the hospital, in the preschool, in the damn grocery store, everywhere. And y'all seem to believe that because when you say something homophobic, that here comes the LGBTQ community. Yes, because there's white people in the LGBT community that don't like black people. So when you say something, you black homophobic asshole, when you say something, they're gonna come after you because they don't like niggas. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Y'all, and that shows the level and the depth of your homophobia. Is that you really think, oh, I could just say I'm bisexual and I'll be protected by the LGBTQ community. Because when we say anything, their progress and the way that they're moving through society, because there's white gay men. Child, I'm over it. So that was stupid. Joe Budden, that was dumb. You were dumb for that. And I know you're a Virgo and you hate to be called dumb, but nigga, you was dumb for that. How can I get this out there? How can I get this out there? I like boys and girls. And then everybody is jumping on it. That's the one thing I really want to say. What I really want to say. The black women, they're like, yes, we knew, girl, we knew. Yeah, whether he's bisexual or not. The men don't tell y'all that they are bisexual. A lot of these niggas is bisexual. A lot of these niggas like they prostate massaged, okay, by men, okay? And the fact of the matter is they don't tell y'all that they're bisexual because y'all are biphobic. If you knew a man was bisexual, it would cut off his access to your vagina. And he still wants access to your vagina, so he's not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you. He's not. I don't know when y'all going to realize that. And I really wanted to touch on something what Madison was saying at the Breakfast Club. These men with the trans girls. I am waiting for somebody to be like, you know what, this is what it is, and this is how we live, and this is what we like, and this is who we date, and this is who we want to partner with. I think once the men actually admit that, yes, we are bisexual, yes, we are pansexual, yes, we are attracted to trans women, yes, we are attracted to other men. When that happens, there will be so much freedom, and it would eliminate people's this need to make everything salacious about whether somebody is gay or bisexual or sleeping with a trans girl. When the men finally say, like, this is who we are, this is when they're finally honest and walking in their truth. They can't walk in their truth. We have, like, the way that homophobia is embedded and ingrained within the black community. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Go watch Armand Wiggins' video about it. It is perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect. Magic Johnson recalls telling his wife Cookie about his HIV diagnosis, and this was back in the 90s. This was back in the 90s. When was this? The 90s, 91. Let me tell you something. With the stigma that was attached to HIV and AIDS around that time, specifically in that time, we have a lot of us have grown in our education and knowledge and how it works and how to protect yourself, and people living with HIV, and it's not the stigma is there still. There's a slight stigma there, but not like it was in the early 90s. And for him to have to drive home and tell his wife that, like, girl, I was out here fucking everything, and then I also caught a virus, and you pregnant, and we're just married. I think they was married. How long had they been married? It was like a year or something. It was very close to them. He's 66 now. He was talking to Gayle King. It was hard. I loved her so much. I hated to hurt her. I played against some of the best basketball players in the world. Now let's talk about how irresponsible you were and how you were out here fucking bitches raw. Let's talk about that. We're not talking about the other niggas that you played with on the. I had to play basketball with the toughest niggas. No, talk about the bitches you was laying down with. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you contracted it and how irresponsible you were and how you were so irresponsible that you had to go and tell your wife that you contracted a virus because you had no self-control. The self-control that you display on the court, you did not have it in your personal life. And you were out there knocking people down and could have possibly brought your wife and your unborn child a virus because of your lack of self-control. Let's talk about that. I don't want to hear about I played with the toughest players on the court. You laid with the most bitches on the court too, apparently. Shit. The fuck? The key moment was when Cookie took the test and the results came back and she and the baby were fine. Magic Johnson. Girl. What do y'all think about that? I know he didn't know what to do. And I know, and then my thing is like, what do you do? What do you do? Because apparently the majority of the new HIV cases are black women. They're getting it from somebody. They're contracting the virus from someone. And a lot of them are their intimate partners that they are in relationships with. It's not that they're out here being promiscuous and just laying it low and spreading it wide. These women aren't getting it from their partners. They're the partners that they're in monogamous relationships with. That's why I was saying the other day about Will and Jada. And every time they come out with the story about their relationship and their sex life and how they were like, how they're like open and honest and real about what they go through with their marriage. And everybody is just like, every time they say something, they're completely shocked about how they're navigating their relationship. And they're really, really like being honest and transparent about the things that you guys actually don't talk about, that you actually remain silent and you walk around in this fog of cognitive dissonance about your relationships and how you feel about your relationships, and you're not telling each other the truth and you're not communicating with each other. None of that. You're not being honest with your version of your life. Like, it's fucking crazy. But I'm trying to think, what would you do if your husband came home and was like, girl, I have been unfaithful and I contracted a virus? I'm sure a lot of black women, I'm telling you, when I tell you, I say all the time, these men are national safety and national health threats to black women. And y'all be like, oh, Erica, no, I'm going by the numbers. I'm going by the numbers. And the way that I feel outside of my personal feelings for that collective group of people, I have statistics to support and validate and affirm how I feel about these things. So you're not going to come up here and tell me, oh, you just hate. No, I have a reason to not like. I have a reason to be disgusted. I have a very good reason. When you come to me and tell me that the majority of the AIDS cases are black women, I have a problem with that. Where they getting it? Where they getting it? Where they getting it? A national health threat. Here go Will Smith again. He reveals he considered killing his father. No one would ever believe. It's not funny. It's not. But here it is again. It's just Will Smith and Jada. They're just really open and transparent. And a lot of things that they are going through, people go through, but they're too ashamed to talk about it. And they're too ashamed to share. And so when they actually share, people are like, judgmental, but y'all doing the same thing. Y'all just ain't talking about it. Y'all just ain't talking about it. Y'all doing the same thing. Will can do what he wants outside of the relationship. Jada doing what she got a whole fucking wing over there, doing what she wants. Everybody's so interested in their relationship. Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all just ain't talking about it. Y'all just being deceitful and hiding behind everybody's back and doing that kind of stuff and being dishonest about it. That's why you niggas can't do poly relationships, because you're so used to being deceitful in your monogamous relationships. Girl, don't even get me started on that shit. Y'all can't even do that shit. Y'all can't even love more than one person correctly because you're so used to being deceitful and running around because you're supposed to be in monogamous relationships and you agreed to be in monogamous relationships. And you made those agreements against your own better nature. And you want to go down and lay it low and spread it wide, but you want to be in a monogamous relationship, and now you out here spreading viruses and shit, girl. Anyways, let's get back to Will Smith. He said that no one would ever believe that he did it on purpose. My 911 call would be Academy Award level. Will Smith is really opening up in his new memoir entitled Will. I actually want to read that. I really love Will Smith, and I've loved Will Smith ever since he was a Fresh Prince. So he said he wanted to kill his father, Willard Carroll Smith, to avenge his mother, explaining his mindset at the time. Will Smith writes, then that when I was big enough, when I was strong enough, when I was no longer a coward, I would slay him. I paused at the top of the stairs. I would shove him down and easily get away with it. He continues, I'm Will Smith. No one would ever believe I killed my father on purpose. I'm one of the best actors in the world. My 911 call would have been Academy Award level. As the decades of pain and anger and resentment coursed, then receded, I shook my head and proceeded to Will Daddy-O to the bathroom. He was about to push his daddy down the stairs in his wheelchair. Because you treated his mom like shit. You treated his mom like shit. Girl, I'm sorry it's not funny, but it is funny. Because, I mean, you, girl. And not for nothing, he said to avenge his mother. I'm sure his father was awful to his mother. I'm sure she was awful. Who else did I want to talk about? Meg the Stallion says women can't speak up for themselves without receiving backlash. There's always an attack. I have to be an example. If I have to be an example, I will be. Shout out to her. She just graduated, took her graduation pictures. I mean, it is what it is. We live in a country, and we live in a society. Actually, not even just this country, but it's global. Where just women can't really say much, and that's why I say what the fuck I want to say. Because there's always going to be some man who's trying to tell you, no, 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 you don't understand what I'm saying. See, you don't understand. See, that's not what I was saying. I want to hear what you gotta say, nigga. You sound drunk in the first fucking place. In the first place, you sound like a fucking drunk. Girl, receiver Henry Ruggs, he's from the Raiders. Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs crashed into, he was going how many miles? They said he was going 127 miles per hour when he hit this woman in her car. Her dog was also in the car too. They tried to take her out of the car, child, but she couldn't get out. She was screaming to get out. It's crazy. And how many shots had he had? They said he had like 18 shots, something crazy. How the hell did you think he was okay to get in the car? And who was around? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who was around? Who got him in the car? They said he was in the car with another person too. That's crazy. He couldn't get her out because she was pinned inside the vehicle, which was soon overcome with smoke and heat from flames. And her dog was also in the car as well. Y'all have to be more responsible. There's too many avenues for you to take. Like so many car sharing, ride sharing apps that you could have. And I'm sure as a football player, you can call somebody with the organization and be like, look, I need y'all to come pick me up because I'm fucked up right now. If I get behind the wheel, I might kill somebody. And why are you driving so fast? I feel like if you that fucking drunk, nigga, you need to be driving slow with one eye open trying to get home. Let me tell you something. I have driven intoxicated before to the point where I had to literally, that's why I said it, drive with, I know it's irresponsible, girl. Your girl was in her 20s. She, you know, it is what it is. It's not safe and it's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to brag about. It's not a good choice to make. You could kill yourself. You could kill someone else, and now your life is ruined. You ruined someone else's life. You've changed the realities for so many people with your irresponsibility. Cut his ass from the team, and you need to sit down in somebody's rehab and figure your shit out because you didn't kill a white woman and a dog. You gonna go to jail for a long motherfucking time, nigga. Like for real. Football jersey, hang it up, everything. 127 miles. Girl, like literally, I'm serious. Like, if you're that drunk, why are you driving that fast? I know that your everything is impaired, but it's just like, okay, I'm super drunk. Let me drive slow. And then I'm like, who's walking with you to the car? Who served you all the drinks? Where did you? I need more details. Where was he coming from? Where were his friends? Why were they allowed to get in cars? Why didn't they say, hey guys, we getting fucked up, call Uber, call a Lyft, or whatever the hell? Call the Raider people and tell them that we need to get picked up so we don't get in trouble and the media doesn't find out we out here drunk. I saw the video of him on the street yelling like fuck, like that, like you sobered up, didn't you, when you saw that damn car light up and go into flames? That's horrible. It's horrible. And now your life, your reality changed. Everybody, people who love that woman, their reality has been changed, and you did that because you were too irresponsible and lacked the self-control to get your ass in a fucking ride share and take your stupid ass home. Now, you didn't kill the lady and her dog. And she was only 23. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. His blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. That's There's nothing else that you can say about that. Nothing else that you can say about that. Shout out to Maxine Waters, who co-signed a bill declaring November National Hip Hop History Month. It says hip hop makes history as the United States will officially honor November as National Hip Hop History Month. Hip hop has definitely shaped the culture over the past few decades, and its influence continues to rise. The initiative behind this bill is to honor the values hip hop has brought to American culture, such as inclusivity, diversity, creativity, and social equality. The celebration of hip hop history and the study of it is essential to our democracy, our innovation, our voice, and who we are as human beings, Congress Bowman stated. The bill was introduced back in July and hopes to recognize hip hop's contribution to American culture. Hip hop was founded back in 1973 at a back to school jam hosted by the legendary DJ Kool Herc, a Jamaican, okay? Many people consider him the father of hip hop. Neighbors, which hip hop song influenced you the most? That's from the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them. Hip hop is imprinted in me as well. Even though a lot of things we was talking about the other day on Twitter, a lot of the songs, this new stuff doesn't resonate with me. Even some old songs you listen to, it doesn't really resonate. You listen like, girl, I was listening to that. That's a mess. But it's cool. National Hip Hop Month. We get some history lessons. I think that's cute. I think that's really cute. Shout out to Maxine Waters for co-signing that bill. That's great. What else? Who else? Yeah, what's her name said? Caitlin said, I knew it. Happy for him. Oh. I'm really looking at Tahiri sideways, like, I didn't experience that with him. Girl, shut the fuck up. You know you didn't play with his asshole before. Joe gives me that he loves that shit, okay? If you really want to talk about it. I still got to watch Drink Champs with Kanye West. I am going to watch that. What else is on here? Oh, y'all, Ramona Singer's alleged racist comment about Ebony K. Williams revealed. Okay, and this is from page 6. Okay, so it just basically says that Ramona Singer's behavior may have cost the Real Housewives of New York City's fans their beloved reunion, and now page 6 can reveal the alleged comment that launched Bravo's investigation into racism. A production source exclusively told us that Singer, 64, repeatedly said, "This is why we shouldn't have black people on the show," in reference to Ebony K. Williams after Luann de Lesseps kicked Williams, 38, out of her home. The real estate agent denied making the comment. Who's going to say, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I don't want no black people on the show, girl. Nobody's ever going to say that. Nobody's ever going to say that. Honey, they practice racism subtly and silently, white women. Okay? I never said that. It's a terrible lie, Singer told page 6 in a statement on Thursday. It's very disappointing that even after my name was cleared, that people still want to slander me. Singer noted that she signed a confidentiality agreement and therefore couldn't share her side of the story. We're told Singer had to undergo sensitivity training in the wake of the incident, but a second source told us all Housewives cast members go through such programs. Girl, yeah, right. Williams, the first black star of RHONY, or RONY, like you guys like to say, had no comment. Bravo did not immediately turn page 6's request for a comment. A second source confirmed that the lawyer had filed a complaint against Singer after she heard about the racially insensitive comment. The network took the allegation seriously enough that it launched a third-party investigation in the complaint. Singer was ultimately cleared of any wrongdoing, though Williams was reportedly dissatisfied with the investigation and its findings. Bravo confirmed that season 13 reunion was axed on September 17th. A network rep told page 6 at the time the cancellation was due to scheduling conflicts. The Ageless by Ramona creator has been under fire for her behavior both on the show and in real life. Just this week, fans blasted Singer for endorsing a video likening a C-19 vax mandates to Nazi territory. Girl, she's a mess. On the Bravo show, the singer was slammed in her comments made during the Black Shabbat during which she said Jewish people hated her, and that she also claimed that she was a victim of racism because a black nurse allegedly refused to give her pain meds while she was in labor in 1987. Fans have been calling for Bravo to fire Singer in the heat and from the hit franchise, though she'll appear in the Peacock spinoff, the Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip, which will premiere November 18th. Oh, I can't wait for that. It's on Peacock, y'all. So what do y'all think? I think she said that shit. I think she said that shit. Do you think she should be fired for being racist? I think when you should fire people for being racist is if they have power to do stuff like I feel like if it's like if she was like a producer and we found out she was racist, I would say like get her job because that can affect the show. But for us to just have a camera on her and then just be able to witness her racism, I don't think she should be fired. Let's see what it looks like. How she demonstrates racism. Let's see how she exercises it. Let's see it. I want to see it. I like to know what it looks like. Right? When you're able to identify something, you know how to move. I believe every single word. I believe she said that her name has been cleared. No, I believe you said that. But I feel the same way. I don't know why they brought a black token. It's like putting a black kid in an all-white school and expecting, oh, they're going to get a better education because there's a bunch of white kids. And then your child is terrorized every single day by little racist kids. It's like, why do you do that? And New York is so diverse that you do not have to enmesh with a white friend group. You can actually, there are other highly successful black women in New York that they can have their own show. New York is so there's so many people there that they could literally have the housewives of whatever. Harlem, the way that Harlem looks, they said Harlem is super gentrified, child. But y'all tell me. I don't feel like it was right to have Ebony on that show like that. That's what I said about Friends. Like y'all, we love diversity. We love that. We love that. We love that. I really like the cast of Beverly Hills. I love because that's how Los Angeles looks. That's how a lot of friend groups in Los Angeles look, right? Asian girl, black girl, a couple black girls, maybe a Latin girl, a white girl, maybe an Indian girl. That's how the friend groups look. It's like it makes sense for Garcelle to be in that. I would love for Cherise Zampino, Will Smith's ex-wife. I would love for her to be on Beverly Hills. It would just make so much sense. Keep Kathy on there. I would love to see that. It makes sense. New York did not make sense with those middle-aged white women. To put in a black woman under 40 in that group to fill some diversity quota, no. I don't think that was cool. I don't think that was cool. But I believe Ramona said that. I don't know. I've been talking for a long time and didn't realize how long I've been talking, child. Anyways, I had these headphones on the whole time, so I don't hear any outside noise. So hopefully I wasn't too loud because they're noise canceling. Oh, anyways, y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. Y'all let me know about the topics that we talked about. Please go watch Armand Wiggins' video about Joe Budden and black straight people and how it's so good. He just said everything that needed to be said. And it's like, I know that I'm an ally for LGBTQ. I'm going to direct you and amplify the voices of people who are saying what needs to be said, who belong to that community. That's part of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to exercise my privilege in that and amplify these voices. And that's what go watch his video. It was just very clear cut and very, very honest about how he feels about being black, being gay, and then acting like, oh, just you think we have this cover because we're black and gay. No, there's racist gay folks, y'all. And that's why when y'all niggas say some shit about gay people, that white racist gay folks is like, boot, here we go, kick his ass out. And then y'all say because the baby got approved to be on some Rolling Loud shit, that was a black lesbian that signed that belonged to that organization. So now what are you talking about? Like, girl. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Have a happy Friday. We'll probably go live, I don't know, y'all, this weekend, one day this weekend, Sunday, because we didn't go live last Sunday, but we'll do it this Sunday. All right, y'all, take care of each other. Peace.